Having destroyed the Soul Spire and saved the selfish gnomes of Tutorial from themselves, our adventurers find themselves with a new task. Finding what the crap they're supposed to do now. Find out this time on 1D10 The Show!
So welcome back, guys!
Yay! It's been like a zillion years.
I know, it really feels that way. I've been going back and re-listening to all of our first season, and it's gotten me kind of teared up, just excited, and thinking, oh, my characters are all growing up.
Saving China.
Special times.
And, you know, I was just feeling so welled up with emotion that I just couldn't find the strength to GM this round.
Nice.
Wow.
And so with that, we actually do have a little bit of a special interlude here. We will be making, our party will be making their way to Orcsbane Arena, but before that happens, Jeff is going to take us on a little bit of an adventure, and we might see a little bit of changes to our roster.
Dun dun dun. So after the wonderful adventures of Tutorial, you're all resting on your laurels, as it were, resting from your grand adventure. It's been probably about 2 days since the epilogue of the last episode. So you've gone around town, you've maybe repurchased some supplies and rest and relaxed. So those of you who bought some stuff, let's start with Akula. Did you buy anything, and if so, what? Just so we are all on the same page.
I bought a crossbow, a hand crossbow. It's a a light crossbow, +1, and 80 crossbow bolts because I am likely to miss. And I figured if I have plenty of ammo, because I like my hand axes, but these, I have the option of, shooting lots of guys and have a little bit of a distance, I probably will still go in and bash them with my longsword. That's been pretty effective, but I don't know, I want to have my options open.
All right, sounds good.
And I am now, my martial archetype is a battle master, and so I'm picking my maneuvers that I get.
Ooh, a battle master.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
I get to learn all kinds of
like
great
He-Man.
strategery. Yes, that's actually how I picture him as He-Man. Now that I know, I get like a really furry kind of loinclothy thing going with a really big belt buckle.
These are called grizzly bear underwear.
Yeah.
No, I thought that we
See my vest. See
explained
my
in
vest.
canon that his underwear is white boxers with red hearts.
That is correct. I just
That's
couldn't. I couldn't.
You haven't had pants for most of the first adventure.
Yeah, everyone's very
I mean,
familiar
if that's not the case, then I have to change so much of the next arc. So let's roll with it.
Oh, jeez. I really don't want to spend a whole other arc without pants. It was just embarrassing. And
Well, don't lose bets to me then. Jeez.
All right. All right. So now let's move on to Carl. Have you purchased anything? And if so, what?
I did. I bought the Cap of Water Breathing.
Ooh, and what does that do, pray tell?
I don't know. I breathe in water now.
Well, there you go.
It describes exactly what it does. You don't need
That's right.
to ask.
It's self-explanatory.
Fair
This
enough.
is the wand of standing still. Oh, what does it do?
Nothing.
It stands still. So,
Well,
so now I can steal from the mermaids.
I expect it to look just like one of those really crappy, like, dollar store scuba masks.
Nice.
Okay, that's canonically what it looks like now.
Wand of breathing water in quotation marks.
No, guys, I swear it works. Yeah, I'm not
mask, I
following
guess.
you into water. No, really.
All right, Magno, what did you buy?
Well, dearie, I perused the list, and I found some lovely items. In this corner, I found, on this hand, a couple of spells that I liked. And I might keep them secret from the snooping eyes around me.
Oh.
So that I could possibly use them. Keep my friends close and my enemies closer, and most of those were the exact same persons.
There you go. All right, and as for Kate, well, we'll deal with her later. Let's just say that I won't be playing her because of GMing, obviously.
Hey, I think you forgot someone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sir George.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Now, of course, I had to play a character, and I had to choose everybody's favorite NPC by far, which is Sir George, the random cleric that we saw twice, very briefly, who really didn't do much or say
See
much.
that jerk who said, "Hey, Kate, I'm going to go walk over here," and we never saw him again?
Yeah, that pretty much.
Okay.
Hey, at least it's better than
It was better than, like, Bob.
Bob.
I don't know. I would have taken Bob over one of the gnome guys.
Yeah, they sing too much.
I'm going to miss Bob.
Oh, Bob. He's
Like you're not going
certainly
to
a
bring him
character.
back.
Oh yeah, Bob definitely will not be gone forever.
He's going to be the ultimate bad guy in the end of the campaign, I imagine. Anyway, so you are now all at the tavern. Oh, by the way, Trilby, like Chris is sick tonight, so his character will be played by a nobody, I guess.
He's in his room in the tavern, puking his guts out.
There you go.
Part of Trilby tonight will be played by a sinister-looking, ugly man.
Moment of silence for Robin.
So anyway,
Williams.
so the four of you are at this tavern. Well, one of you is puking your guts out, and the other three of you are there, and Sir George, I guess, is also there. So what do you do?
Trilby, are you going to be okay? Don't worry, I will play your guitar for you. La, 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 la. This is
Sounds
different.
more like a harp.
Yeah, I'm used to
Great.
balalaika.
Guys, I just gotta say that I really appreciate you letting me tag along with you. I mean, I really don't like all these cleric types that are hanging around me, and, having a little bit of a change of pace, oh man. Man, that's just what I needed,
We don't
You
know
know, guys?
anyone else with bandages. Thank you.
By the way, Akula, make a performance roll for that guitar playing.
Ooh.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Well, not everyone can be bard.
Some of the people in the tavern throw like a couple of copper pieces at you, and the other ones just kind of groan and go back to their drinks.
So they throw pennies to get her to shut up.
Hey,
Pretty much.
And while Akula is playing, Carl is training Handy to pick people's pockets.
All right, make an animal handling roll for that.
Will. Boom. 9.
9.
That's why we're training.
So Handy just kind of looks at you curiously and then eats some bar nuts.
Sweet. Handy's
with
got
the
a
hand
mouth.
eats bar nuts. Ugh. It's alive.
Dang it, Handy! Come on, we gotta perfect this because 3 hands are better than 2. We can steal more things.
Wait, he eats bar nuts kind of like Cookie Monster, where he just like chomps and they go.
Right. So I'm gonna just sit there and keep on rebuking Handy. Come on, Handy, you could do this. You worthless hand.
What's Handy again? Like your sock puppet or something?
No, Handy is the magical hand that moves. It's like Thing from Addams Family.
Oh, it's like Bigsby's giant hand or something.
No, but it's an actual physical hand, and it's like my pet now, and I bought it from that the guy that I gave my cloak to.
I'm going to take your word for it on that.
Right? So
From
but anyway,
Merchant at the Bazaar Bazaar.
That's right. So,
That's right.
Sir George,
Yeah!
how old are you?
It's not
Well,
a polite
mean-
question. It's not a polite question. You need to be more subtle. Do it like this. Hey, Sir George. Hey.
Yeah,
Real talk. Okay.
Alright.
Was it sad when all the
Here's
Was it
something
sad?
you could ask John.
Was it sad when all the dinosaurs died?
Very nice, Akula, very nice.
It's a good question.
I give Akula a nice little punch in the shoulder.
Guys,
Now
guys,
we don't have to nail it down to specific numbers.
I don't get the joke. I'm 25 freaking years old. Come on.
You look old as hell.
What's with all the white hair and the beard and everything?
You look
Well,
like you
it
had.
goes with the motif, alright? I mean, if people expect me to be this cleric and you can't, I use a little bit of hair dye, put on a little bit of a show, and then I get a little bit of money. You know how it goes.
So you go to wizard school, they give you diploma and midlife crisis.
He's not a wizard, he's a cleric.
It
Cleric
is
school.
all-
Magical
They're called-
spheres.
they're called
Correct, Akula.
Churches.
Jeez.
It's all same to me. You use magic, you're a little bit of wuss. I use sword, and people die, and it works great for team.
Hey, Carl, can you make another handling roll for me real quick?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes! 5.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
so your hand kind of crawls across the bar counter and then slaps Magna in the face.
Oh. Good job, Handy. Good job.
So
But
she's-
as this happens, a piece of paper falls out of her robe or whatever she's wearing.
Oh, okay. Handy, get it! Get it, Handy!
Magna does a spit take of the wine she's been sipping with the olives in it.
Nice.
She
Very
backhands the hand.
nice. Backhand my Handy? Oh, man. So, Akula, where are you from?
Hands
What's
to
that-
yourself, darling.
By the way, while all this is happening, I cast Disguise Self to make myself look a lot younger.
Nice. So that'll last for an hour.
Yeah.
That may be a mistake, Brady. You'll see.
So, Akula, where are you from?
It's not
What's with
important.
the What's with the accent?
Hey, what kind of question is? What was with your accent?
I talk totally normal for a dwarf.
I speak Dwarven, just like you. We're actually speaking Dwarven right now.
It's just you're so used to speaking it, you don't even recognize it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
You can
I lean over.
understand me
I
just
lean over to
fine.
Magna and go, "What are they talking about?"
I don't know, darling, but it's either something I just drank or something in the air, but you look marvelous.
Well, thank you.
Ew.
By this point, Handy has picked up the letter and given it back to the paper, whatever. It looks
Nice.
like a letter, and given it back to Carl.
Sweet.
Hey,
Good
Carl.
job, Handy. I give him some more bar nuts and I pour some beer on him.
I say, this is
Sorry,
a
I
gross
wasn't expecting
relationship.
You pour beer on That's
It just
not near
feeds
as
by
funny as it's supposed to be. You
osmosis
just pour
or
beer on
diffusion.
that.
And you
It just
need
kinda
to drink.
It just kind of, sloshes off, and now the hand is wet, and it's just kind of skittering about, sliding around the.
It shouldn't be that funny. I just wasn't
Hey.
expecting it.
Carl, you got your hand drunk.
Everyone needs it every once in a while. Good job, Handy.
Hey, what was the secret note he got for you?
I can't get over that.
I'm saying all of this in Dwarven.
So I open up said note.
Okay.
I'm reading it to myself and I'm making sure no one else is looking at it. Go away, Akula.
I can't read upside down. Tell me what it says.
So it says, esteemed Magma. Well, we already know this person's not very smart.
Yeah, who would say esteemed? I think you're reading it wrong. It should say drunken mess.
Oh, right.
Wait, are you reading this in Dwarven, or are you reading it out loud so anyone can hear?
Yes, I'm reading out loud in Common right now.
Oh, so Magna perks up.
It is with solemn regret that we inform you that the passing of Kate, the half-elf, killed during a recent border skirmish. She performed her clerical and healing duties well and with honor. As her son is missing in action and her husband could not be found, she has requested that you be informed in the case of her death. Enclosed within are her clerical symbol of a carved phoenix, as well as 50 gold pieces and the only known picture of her son. Our condolences, Captain Alistair Paxidor.
I know that guy. He's great.
Oh, who's Kate?
So-
It's very sad.
Okay, that's interesting. So you got some money from this person?
Wait,
Magna?
let me see that note. I think you're reading it all wrong. Snatches it out of his hand. Whichever hand it's in.
Well, it's not in Handy's hand.
Okay. Snatches it. Good, because then it would have beer all over it.
Right. I need to buy some lotion so I can lotion them up.
Gross! She
Why?
grabs that... I'm moving Bond past that, man. Grabs that note and, kind of dries it off. Just in case, because she think... Anyway. Looks at it. You're reading it wrong, darling. I've read this many times. This is what it says. Dearest Magnificent Magna, I am writing to you from the battlefront. Life as a field cleric has been difficult and challenging, yet I know I've been able to make a difference here. Since my husband left me and my son went off to war, I had felt that my life had no purpose. But here I have found it again. Every day the wounded come to us, and every day we patch them up and give them another chance to fight. However, all is not sunshine and roses, for despite my best efforts, I still have not been able to find any news concerning my son. Where he was sent, who his commanding officer was, or whether or not he's still alive. My heart swells with thankfulness for you, dear Magnificent Magna, and your much-needed help after that snake Charlemagne left me to raise our son alone, that horrible monster. Your wise, kind advice and your hours of selfless sacrifice looking after us leaves me speechless with gratitude. And some days I think...
while she's reading this, I want to be looking over her shoulder and be like... And obviously she's not reading this, right?
Right. No, the words on the letter are what you read, Carl, not what she's saying.
Okay, and so I just keep looking from her to the note and her to the note. Continue.
Right. She's just kind of... She's holding it, up, waving it in her hand, not exactly looking at it.
Right.
And some days I think to myself, it is too bad that Magna did not raise my son, as she would be a far better mother than I. Know that you are truly my dearest friend, and none other can replace you at your grace, poise, beauty, lovely, pulchritude, and all-around perfection. Yours, Kate.
And I thought I was full of myself. Woo! Magna, are you feeling okay?
Wait,
I feel wonderful, darling. Takes another sip.
wait, guys. Who's Magna?
This is Magna.
No, that's Kate.
What?
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 What are you talking
When
about?
she found me at the festival and said, hey, I want to help you run your booth, she said that her name was Kate, and said that her hair was really red. It didn't look red to me, but she said that her name was Kate and she wanted to help, so I let her think that she was helping me.
And as Sir George is saying this, you remember your past exploits, all four of you, that sometimes Magna would talk to herself, and sometimes say the name Kate, but you don't remember any actual Kate. You just thought she was talking to herself.
I grab Magna's face, grab her cheeks and turn her face towards George and be like, so this lady right here, you say her name is Kate?
Well, that's what she told me, and here I am, a cleric, trusting people. Huh. What a world, huh?
Magna immediately slaps you.
Hold on, make an unarmed attack roll.
Okay, let's see.
I got mad
It's-
skills,
it's
man. You
just-
can't hit
just-
this.
2. What's your AC, Sir George?
My AC is...
No, she's slapping me.
Oh, Carl, then. Sorry.
Just want to grab my face.
Right now it'd be 15.
Okay, so you totally miss. You kind of sloppily
Me?
try to slap. Yeah, you totally miss him.
How many...
You try-
She goes with one hand, but then ends up splashing him with the drink with the other.
You're like,
Hey.
whoa, Magna. You need to calm down.
I am confused. Is your name Magna?
I
or
told
is
you to
it
keep
Kate?
your 5 hands to yourself, young man.
Have I been calling her the wrong name this whole time?
I'm starting to feel like I'm not as close to you guys as I thought that I was.
Yeah, no kidding.
Feeling a little awkward now, but... Yeah.
Well, technically you're not that close to us, George,
Ouch.
since we've only met you, like, twice.
And you are not part of Nancy.
But we're more than happy to have you around. The more the merrier.
Hey,
Because you have
I
bandages.
For me
protected
to
you
steal
guys.
from.
I made it a cage match, remember? Right? Come on. One team,
Literally
one dream.
least you could do.
Woo.
Cage match? What are we talking about?
The end of the
What are we
last
talking
fight,
about?
he put a protective barrier around us.
Right.
See?
Right.
Such a little contribution we can't even remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me with all of my, I guess, true friends, my real buddies.
So as you guys are talking, Handy has dried himself off, kind of, and now he is
Lotioning up.
no.
Good gracious.
He pickpocketed Akula, and brought you another letter. That's
Ooh.
Hey,
Good job, Handy.
hey, you drunken fist. Come back here.
Hey. Not his fault that your pockets are wide open. You need better protection for your pockets.
I fill them with mouse traps tonight.
All right. Give it here, Handy.
all right. And I don't have text for this one, but it's basically the note that he got in the epilogue of the last one, which basically says, you're so awesome. Come
It was
to this arena.
it was a flirty letter from
Oh,
whatever the
so from my
pickpocket
friend.
chick is. Yeah, Carl.
whatever her name was.
The
Carl,
redhead.
listen to me.
Costello,
I am not
Costello,
interested. I am not interested in this lady, except to punch her in the face. I do not punch ladies. This one stole from me and got me into this mess.
Well, like I said, loose pockets. You gotta get better protection for your pockets.
Hey, wait, were you working with her?
I
pick him up and
about?
I pick him up and I put him on the bar so that he's face to face with me because he's a dwarf and I'm a dude.
As he picks me up, I pick his pocket.
Hey. Okay, he's got a roll for
So
that.
you're going to let him pick you up, okay? Well, then
Yep.
make a sleight of hand roll.
23.
Crap.
Yeah, you pick his pocket and you get a handful of crossbow bolts.
This is great.
I only
hope
have
he gets
80.
at least 79 crossbow bolts.
No, you only got 10.
What?
So you sat me, and I am sitting on the
Hey.
bar stool now, I guess.
Who is this lady who stole from me who I'm going to go meet up in New City and punch?
Oh, she's just a friend. Sometimes we hang out and
And do what?
we do things.
What kind of things?
I don't know. I shrug with my arms up, and I have 5 bolts in each hand, and I'm like, I don't know. We just find stuff lying around.
Hey, give me those!
Oh, what? Hey, that's not fair. I found those on the ground.
I thought... No, on the ground. On the ground called my pockets.
Not your pocket, on the ground.
So,
Listen.
Well, it's connected to your pants, which are connected to your feet, which are connected to the ground. So it's on the ground.
Connected to hip bone.
So,
I don't have time
anyway,
for... I'm going
she's
to...
a good lady. She, she always knows how to have a good time. So in this letter it says to come, do some fighting, huh? That's interesting.
It is almost definitely some sort of trap. But I wish to go punch her in the head.
Trap. I don't know. Let me look.
You say trap. I say money. I mean, I'm the one who gave you that note, and I know what it says. And wow, yeah, I think that she's serious about that money, and I could definitely use it myself.
I have never been to this place she speaks of. What is it like?
I don't know. I mean, it's an arena, so obviously there's going to be some fighting. There's going to be, people cheering, and of course they'll need a cleric or two. So that's really why I've been kind of hanging out with you guys. Is I was hoping I could
you know
go
where
with
to
ya.
find the you know where to find the clerics at the arena?
Well, I'm sure that I can find them. I mean, they've got to have clerics there. Everyone needs some healing, right?
Oh, good. So you can tell us where to find them, and then we will go on our way.
Well, I wanted to join you. I want money too. Come on, guys.
So, Carl, what should we do to prepare to fight this lady?
Guys, come on.
No, we're not. George,
What?
you're already coming. Shut your mouth.
Thank you. I don't like you, big
I did
guy.
not.
I like you, little guy. I don't like you, big guy.
Okay. You're still old as hell.
Anyway, George is a conflicted soul.
Actually, guys, I do need to clarify. My name is actually Sir. George is my surname. It's my last name.
The cleric needs to clarify. That's hilarious.
If you could just call me Sir from now on, that would just make me feel a little bit better than, calling...
Carl,
Yes.
Can you make a charisma roll for me, please? Just straight up charisma.
Sure.
Okay.
2.
Everyone in the tavern boos your terrible cleric joke.
Boo.
Oh, shut your mouth. Drinks on the house.
Boo yourself!
I put my hands over my wallet so he's not buying drinks with my
Everyone
money.
in the tavern cheers, and the bartender leans over and says, "That'll be 20 gold."
20 gold. Okay. Here you go. And I pick Magna's pocket because she got 50 gold from the letter.
Well, first of all, that she doesn't have that 50 gold with her.
What?
Did you didn't finish reading the bottom of that letter, did you?
What
I guess
is
I
date?
didn't. Oh. Okay. I missed that, but that's okay. Well,
Okay.
dang. I pick her pocket anyway.
Okay.
What are roll?
Do a slide. No, do a sleight of hand roll, and Magna, you do a perception roll.
What's the...
Oh, 8.
And Magna, do a perception roll.
Get into it.
Roll lower.
What's
roll lower.
the bottom of the letter say?
Yeah!
All right. How much gold do you have, Magna?
I
your
have
character sheet.
now 82.
Okay, now you have 52 because he got about 30 of them.
Nice. And I gave the bartender 20 gold and 5 extra gold on the side for a tip.
He's like, "Well, I'm serving the good stuff then."
Yeah, you are. Woo! Let's get drunk, everybody!
And everybody cheers and lines up and gets their booze.
And Magna doesn't realize, so she cheers too.
So I and then I go down and I start whispering to Handy. Now, Handy, the reason why we do that is so everyone will be drunk and their wits will not be about them and they're easier to steal from.
Make an animal handling roll.
Isn't Handy drunk right now?
16.
That's your best one
He's
yet.
less drunk and more just damp.
Handy gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's right, Handy.
Droid, please.
And I take my drink from the bartender and I go, huzzah!
And the bartender now leans over to Akula and says, "I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. If you find adventurers care to get that far south, you better start off pretty soon before the snow set in, because apparently it's late fall." I just made that up.
I will allow it.
Oh,
That's just a saying around these parts. You better get that in before the snow sets in.
Wait.
I am not
Why
afraid
didn't
of
you just
snow.
say, winter is coming?
Oh, sorry.
Boo.
Wait.
are we,
Let me see
so-
if that joke hit.
Oh, make a
Make
charisma
a
roll, Sir
charisma
George.
roll. 17!
I think
Everyone
the dice,
gives
I think the dice
applause.
lie.
There we go.
If he did say that, wouldn't his head get
Thank
cut
you.
off?
Here's the thing. Everyone is pretty drunk, so they all cheer that reference. Most of them don't even know what it is because Game of Thrones isn't a thing in this universe, but they like the way you said it.
That's right.
Right.
They're a little tipsy.
So, I'm saying this to the bartender. So you're saying we need to leave tonight or tomorrow?
After how much booze you've drunk tonight, you better leave in the morning.
All right. Well, I'm going to bed then. And I go and I start giving high fives to all the drunk people. And as I go by, I just randomly pick a couple of pockets.
Okay. Make 3 sleight of hand rolls.
All right. First one, 14.
14. Okay.
Second one, 8.
8.
And third one, 13.
All right. With that roll, you get 5 gold from the first guy, 5 gold from the third guy, and the second guy throws up on you.
Oh! That's okay. I be like, it's okay, buddy, and I kind of hug him, and I just wipe my hand on his shoulder and be like, you're gonna be okay. And then I push him away as I walk away.
And he sits down and gets another drink.
And I go to my room, and I go to bed. Come on, Handy, time for bed.
Animal handling roll.
No. I don't want to know what he does with his Handy.
He scutters around confused.
That's okay. All right, you'll find your way. Never mind. I go over and pick him up and put him in my bag.
There we go.
Hey guys, it's Brady. Whew. Man, does it feel good to be back. So we've had a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I've had to start preparing for this next arc, but also I've had a move in there, and then there's school and work things, and so we need to take a little bit of a break before we jumped into the new season, but we are ready to go. I really appreciate Jeff for everything that he's done to have this episode ready. It took a little bit off of my plate, and also let us say goodbye to Kate, and we will be meeting Jeff's new character in the next episode. And also Chris, who plays Trilby. You might notice that he's absent from this episode and his character is knocked out of sleep for the entire thing. Well, that's because he and his wife just had a little baby, and so, it's so precious. So congrats to Chris. We look forward to having him back next time. For now, let's go ahead and finish this little side adventure, and we will be back with Season 2 here shortly. Woo! I'm excited, guys. I'm excited.
So does anybody else want to say how they go to bed, or do you want to skip to the next morning?
Let's just skip to the next morning.
All right. So you all have a nice rest.
Did Magna end up in the right room?
Hold on. Let me see what kind of roll that would be. Make a Constitution roll, not a saving throw, just a roll. 13. She barely did, yes.
Some bumps and bruises. Yeah.
So everyone, as you wake up in the morning, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Is this how hungover we are?
Yes. All right,
Ooh.
so
Akula can hold his liquor.
So Akula wakes up and he's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready for adventure.
Or I'm still drunk.
So is Carl.
Carl's also feeling real great.
As we have learned, we don't remember this experience, but the listeners will remember that Carl is better at out drinking people than Akula is.
I do not think that is true.
Magna with that roll, you wake up with a headache, but you're still otherwise okay. Sir George, you for the until noon of this day, you get a -1 on all of your rolls.
He's only used to the sacramental wine.
Because you've got a real heavy hangover.
Okay. Wah, wah.
Now George, never go drinking with dwarf.
That's right, George. You'll catch on eventually. I give him a nice slap on the back to make him nauseous.
Make a Constitution save on that one.
Okay. 8. So yeah, I throw up.
Yeah, so he throws up.
Oh, isn't that cute? Come on, George, let's go.
Guys, stop being so loud. Why is it so bright outside? Someone blot out the sun or something?
I put on my new cap of water breathing, and I also throw on my cloak of many colors because it's getting chilly because the winter's coming. And now whenever I interact with you guys, you'll have the wonderful opportunity to hear a dwarf sing.
Sing through a snorkel?
The sound goes straight up.
It's a cap. It's not a mask. It's a cap.
All right,
So I'm
he was
like
just
wearing
describing
like
it
like a water swimming cap.
Oh, like the ones you wear like in the shower, like the rubber ones.
Hey, there
or
you go.
a swim
There you
meet.
go.
Or like a
Yeah.
Olympic swimmer cap.
But it's made of like leather because fantasy.
Hey,
Exactly.
Carl, are you going to swim laps? I don't think there is a way to swim to our next destination.
You never know.
Okay.
Swimming can come up at any time, Akula.
Okay.
So
who's driving our fantasy? We have a cart, a fantasy wagon to go, and I call shotgun.
So yeah, who's driving this fantasy
Shouldn't you
cart?
call
by the way?
crossbow?
I think Sir
Crossbow.
George is.
You do not want me to drive right now, seriously.
All right, I'll drive.
Okay. In that case, so you set out on your journey. If Carl, could you make for me a survival roll
Oh, sure.
to see how well you do
Survival
for the first leg? Yeah, because this is like tracking and like following roads.
Sure.
13? Okay. Well, luckily for you, for the first bit of the journey, it's a fairly well-traveled road, and so it's not that hard to you don't get lost or
Right.
anything. You're going south.
And every once in a while, if I see a little bump on the road, I purposely hit it.
Okay, let me do a Constitution save.
It's like gophers crossing across.
Woo! Yeah.
All right. So that was a natural 20, which means that the first bump that you hit, Carl, makes Sir George actually like he does throw up, but for some reason it makes him feel way better. Like
Aw,
it was
see?
just that last bit of poison in him, just cleared up, and suddenly now you're not taking any negatives. Now you
Best
feel better.
hangover cure I've ever had. Magna, I'm sorry about your feet.
Ew.
I know best.
All right.
I know
so
best
we're driving
hangover.
along.
I know
Driving
best
on the road.
hangover cure.
So
When
Akula.
I cast prestidigitation, so it smells like.
I think you can actually clean it up with prestidigitation.
I cast
There's a-
prestidigitation, so it cleans it up.
Yeah,
So
you
it-
instantaneously clean an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
So Akula, why have you named your swords after a woman? And who is this said woman? Is this an actual person, or is this were you a scorned lover?
It's because he couldn't find a real woman.
Ouch,
The
Magna.
closest he had were those swords.
I pull out said sword and put it at Magna's throat. I pray none of you will ever meet the devil woman known as Katya. She can cut men in half with a glance. She'll make you feel like garbage, not unlike how my sword makes people feel like garbage. Or not so much garbage, but like person who has one less limb.
Akula, is this your ex-wife?
It is most definitely an ex-girlfriend. I was not foolish enough to marry, said Katya.
It sounds like you have trust issues with women. Do you want to talk about it?
No, shut up.
Okay. Just offering my clerical services. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
I do not trust.
It sounds like a boring story anyway.
I do not trust healer or cleric who cannot get over hangover. You need to astagramitsa. Do you know his word astagramitsa?
No.
His proper way to get over hangover. In my village, it means to drink 100 grams of vodka to get over hangover.
So
That is
That
legit.
is
That is legit a Russian
really
word. That is
interesting.
my favorite Russian verb of all time because it's so funny.
describe this Katya woman to me. What does she look like?
She looks like your mother. Leave me alone, Sir George. I do not want to talk.
while they're talking, Carl, give me another survival roll, and you can keep talking.
Okay.
He just Akula just looks off in the distance and starts singing to himself.
Basically, my
Hava Nagila Hava.
basically my survival
It's wrong
check
culture.
only keeps us alive if we stay on a road. If the road goes anywhere, we're not doing very good.
Here's what happens while they're singing and talking about girlfriends. You begin to notice that there's actually a lot of the road has kind of become a little more rural now. It's not as well traveled, and you've kind of noticed that the road is kind of becoming a little less distinct, and you're not sure exactly what is a road and what's just like a dirt path.
Okay. Well, if
Question.
you guys have any specific areas you want me to go, tell me now, or otherwise I'm just going to go whatever feels good.
Do we have a map to get to this city?
Let's say that Sir George has one.
Let's say.
Why do you assume that I have
Hey,
maps of places? I'm just a cleric. I wanted
Sir-
to
Sir
go and
Pew-
get some money from this place, but I've never been there.
Well, Sir Puke-a-Lot, do you have map to this place you've never been?
Sure, I do.
It's a simple question.
Well, because here's my retcon. Because you gave him the letter, right? So presumably, then the letter also had a map with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akula grabs the map out of his hand.
Also, what else do you got to do in that boring old convent but look at maps all day and read the scriptures?
Wow,
That wasn't a very good
Magda.
accent, Magna.
No, that's for me. Or maybe she's real drunk.
Oh, jeez.
She's so drunk she just starts sounding like Jonathan.
See,
So-
Magna
so,
knows
Kula,
how.
where are we going?
Magna
Where are we
knows
going?
how to get over hangover. Look, I found the map. I stole it from Sir Puki. Here you
Okay.
go. Now,
Pukey.
see-
Yes.
We need to
George,
avoid.
you're part of the group now. You have a nickname.
Well, that's great.
Hey, you don't get to choose. In my village, I wanted them to call me T-Bone, but nobody called me T-Bone.
Now we just call
But
him Hearts.
instead they called him Gammy.
Now we'll call him Hearts.
I don't like that nickname.
Oh, right. Sorry.
He has been this whole time, can't you tell?
Yeah.
That's his melodious voice.
Look,
I'll
Carl, I
remember
have
to do
map.
that from now on. Thanks for the reminder.
Are there
So,
cool signs on the trail, Jeff, that say
There-
like, like they're marked like ski trails where it's like this is the Colostomizer, this is the Widowmaker, and the double black diamond. And then there's like the
there
good
were-
path.
This is as cool as ex-wife Katya.
There were some signs
Gotcha.
earlier on when the road was a lot bigger, but as you've gotten to more rural areas, it's kind of harder to find your way. So, but if you give me a survival roll, Akula, since you're looking at the map.
Survival.
There's not like a cartography skill.
No, that's the closest we got. So with that roll, you can based on how far you've traveled and with the map especially, which helps out, you can basically point out kind of the right direction you need to go.
Hey, see that angry, hungry-looking pack of wolves over to the right, Carl? Let's not go there. Go
I
left.
think that's a great idea.
So anyway, you travel for the rest of the day, and it's starting to get late. The sun's starting to set.
Hey, Carl, I know that we've been buddies for a while, and even though this is a romantic setting with sun setting, you're not my type, so just, keep your distance. And you're handy, too. I am not fond of handy.
That is so rude. Handy is amazing.
No, that is your personal business. You do whatever you want, but it's not for me.
Magna thinks she's talking to her, so he's like, "You're not my type either, darling. Don't get any ideas."
No, it's fine. Your type is mostly extinct.
Ouch.
Ouch!
Humph! She doesn't have anything good to say to it.
Yes.
Right. So, are we just going to find somewhere to sleep? Carl takes off the cloak. I hate this thing.
No, it's beautiful
I'd
cloak.
rather be cold. Dang it.
No, it's great. It adds variety to the trip. It's a good road trip. A good road trip
Touch
montage
your
of
face.
singing. Okay.
Is there like a tavern on the map, Akula?
No, let's see. I believe
Or
over
a
this next
town nearby?
You're in the middle of nowhere, according to
over
the map.
this next rise there is a great meadow with some good protection of some kind.
All right,
you-
so let's find some protection and
Like
sleep
some
on the ground.
Like, let's pretend it's a Weathertop, and we won't have any ring wraiths there.
Oh. I
know,
have
like-
no idea what you're saying.
Leaves are
Like
called
ruins or
shadow
something.
dancers.
Surely
Well,
there's
it's a
some
good thing I can
ruins
see
or
in the
something
dark
somewhere.
because, I can still drive and see in the dark. Anyway, I find us a nice little outcropping somewhere and pull the car over.
Okay.
And I say, all right, let's,
Smoke
sleep.
if you got 'em.
and then
Is this
we'll,
like a rest
we'll-
area? Is there like
we'll
a
continue-
drinking fountain and like a vending machine?
right? We will continue our trip in the morning.
There's a sign that says historical spot.
So
us-
Akula
tells
goes
us about
over-
the great battle where the orcs wiped out the elves or something like that.
Akula goes over
Yeah.
behind the historical marker. He kind of glances at it and takes the longest pee anyone has ever heard of all time. Because we have not stopped to take a leak this whole time. I don't know how the rest of you have handled it, but Akula is just unloading like a camel, like there's no tomorrow.
So let me describe where you've set up camp. It's along kind of a dirt road that you think is a road. You're pretty sure it is if the map is correct. And there's a couple trees, but it's mostly like a little clearing. And if you want to know anything more, you'll have to give me perception checks.
I'm looking around. Let me get my perception.
Magnus looking for the ladies' room.
I got a 17
The
perception.
man's room is just behind in the
Ooh,
outback.
Oh, wow.
26 from Carl. That's a natural 20.
Okay, so with those, well, Magna, you need to give me one too, unless you don't want to look around.
Magna,
Well,
Magna would
second,
just
but
not
they-
notice the trees full of goblins. Nobody tell her.
No.
She couldn't see him, so...
Okay, so let me pull this up for you guys. Okay,
Ruh-roh.
so here's what's happened. So you've set up 3 tents. You can see here Trilby sleeping in one, and therefore of no consequence. And you guys are gathered around. You should have control of that blue looking guy. That's Sir George because he doesn't have an icon. So
Sorry. Forgot to draw Sir George back in the day.
that's okay.
I expect every NPC from now on.
So Carl, with your natural 20 on your perception, scouting around, the trees look, they look fairly bushy. They look like they could conceal anyone, but you couldn't find anyone. Also, kind of back in this area.
Okay, that was supposed to be a bishop.
Yeah,
chess
that
set.
definitely was.
You know what it
I don't
looks
think-
like,
I don't
right?
think it looks like what it was supposed to.
Yeah, please don't draw things for that. So Jonathan has made our stream rated R today. Luckily, none of you can see it, so the podcast is still fine.
It looked just like a bishop. It wasn't phallic or anything.
Okay.
Here,
So this area I just revealed.
How is
this
that
was the only
better?
thing of note that you could find while Jonathan is drawing things. It on the map it looks like a collapsed house, but what it really is, it's kind of an old dilapidated hut. Like if you slept in there, you'd be afraid that the roof would fall on you. But the walls are intact, but the door is jammed, and inside you can hear some heavy breathing, like something is asleep in there.
Hey, Carl.
Are there any windows?
No.
Okay.
Carl, maybe you should go sneak up and check it out, and the rest of us will...
Hello!
Oh, stealthily, you fool.
The heavy breathing continues.
I hope that hut has a restroom.
Wow, that guy sleeps really good. Okay, I open the door.
The door's jammed. Give me a strength
What
check
are
if you
you
want to open it.
doing over there? You're just disturbing a guy's sleep. For why? Why?
What if he wants to kill us?
You tug on the door, or actually you push on the door because it's one that swings inward, but it's not budging.
Oh,
Hey, Barry, do you need some help with the door?
this is hold on. So there's no other way to get in here but the door.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a slanted shack, but it's not like there's not like holes in it.
Right. Now
And,
you said the roof wasn't very good though. Is there a hole in the roof?
Hold on. Let me see if there's a hole in the roof. Let's
Yeah, we
let
could-
the dice
wait.
decide.
We could fastball special him.
Carl,
on top
come
there.
back here for a second.
There's
Come back here. Just trust me.
there's not a hole in the roof, by the way. Not that you can see, anyway.
Okay.
A
Before
chimney?
you
What,
do
George?
anything,
What do you want?
let me cast invisibility. So I turn you invisible.
Sweet.
Okay, so just so you know, a creature you touch becomes invisible till the spell ends, up to 1 hour, as long as Sir George is concentrating on it. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts.
If you're going to be
a
an
spell.
idiot, I want you to be an invisible idiot.
Ooh, I like Invisible Idiot.
This is my favorite band in high school.
Okay,
Magnus,
so I'm gonna go back to the door,
Use your
and
thieves'
I'm going
tools.
to use my sword to kind of pry open the door as quietly as I can.
Okay. First, make another strength check.
Okay. Do this, and I roll a 3.
You can't even
Nope.
get your door wedged in there, or your
Oh,
sword
man.
wedged in the door. It's just bad news.
Carl!
What?
I'm just waving in his general direction because I can't see him because he's invisible. Then I'm motioning to my bright yellow galoshes, and then at the door, and then at the galoshes, and then at the door, then nodding vigorously.
Okay. And I say,
Oops.
do it.
Yes. All right, so I'm gonna kick the door down and then jump
Okay.
back so that he can sneak in invisible like.
So I'm putting you two over here, yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
You're going to kick in the door so he can sneak in afterwards?
Yeah,
Well, like, get behind him if he wakes up.
yeah.
Okay, make a strength check for me. And also, are you just doing it loud, or are you trying to be quiet about it?
I don't think Akula is very subtle. I don't think he's subtle at all.
Do it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not saying whether he would succeed, but is he going to try?
yeah,
In,
what's
in the meantime,
intent?
I'm leaning over to Magna and I'm going, "Hi, my name is Akula. I am idiot who kicks in door for sleeping person for no reason other than to be a jerk."
I throw my hand axe right at George's feet.
He's all the way at the
20.
fire. We can't hear him.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what?
he's like 40 feet away.
Ah. I just look around like, hey, I think someone is being a turd about me. Somewhere. Somewhere out there. Okay, here I go. I kick door. I don't think he's trying to be. I don't think he's trying to be stealthy. I think at this point he's just
Okay.
trying to get in the door.
Just-
But he also
Alright.
wants Carl to be the one to do it. So
Okay, that's a save. Give me just
crap.
his normal strength.
where do I? There we go.
There we go.
14.
14. It budges, but it kind of opens a little bit, but it doesn't like slam all the way open with the first kick.
Does the guy wake up?
It's or you want to peer inside and see if you can see anything?
Sure. I do have dark vision.
All right, give me a perception check.
I will. 10.
10. Okay, as you look inside, it looks fairly sparsely furnished, kind of like a peasant's hut. There's like what looks like a fire pit in one corner and a cot-looking thing in one corner, but it's all kind of trashed. And near the cot, but not on the cot, on the floor, you can see the back of some creature that is you can't tell whether it's fur or feathers on it, but it looks big.
Uh-oh.
It looks like a big, ugly thing.
What, are you talking about a Kula or something you see in there?
You can't hear me, woman.
I heard that!
Carl,
All right.
should we go in and fight it, or you want to try to sneak in
In the
again?
meantime,
The door's
know.
not wide enough to fit in, by the way. It's
in the
it's-
meantime,
it's,
I've been backing up
only-
slowly as far away from the hut as I can.
All right.
Wait,
Well,
I
if
have
it's
idea.
If it's a monster, we gotta know if it's gonna try to eat us. While we can't just let him be there without us knowing if he's going to eat us or something. So,
Sir George, can you give me a perception roll, please?
I say we just ask him.
Let me get that pulled back up.
Okay.
Yep, that's a critical failure.
That's a critical failure.
That's a botch. So Sir George, as he's backing up, that's what he's doing.
All right.
Hey, Carl, I think we need to get into a house and find out what this thing is in there that's sleeping. I kicked the door. It didn't wake it up.
It's got to be courteous for us to let him know that we're sleeping by him too, right?
Yes, and kill him if he has a problem with it.
Stop attacking random people after kicking in their doors! Yeah.
Does he
Mind
yell
your own
that all
business.
the way from over there?
It's okay, George. I'll see if what they're doing is okay.
All right, hold on. As Sir George yells this, he suddenly hears by the bush that he's backing into a sudden
jeez.
rustling.
Great.
Well, George, it was nice to know you. You were better.
Yeah, it was okay.
You were better than Bob.
That's not hard. What happens is, Sir George, you suddenly... Let's see if I can do this stealthily. I'm not sure I can do this. I'm not sure how to roll this without it popping up for you guys. So what's your AC, Sir George?
It is 13.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I mean, woohoo.
So as you back into the bushes, or near the bushes, suddenly you feel this ray of heat, whiz by your head.
Ugh.
You can't see anything, but you feel magical energy suddenly whiz by your head. And give me an Arcana roll. 13. Okay. Yeah, you're not sure what spell that is that just got
Well,
fired.
I know that it's
But,
heat. And can I tell the general direction that it came from?
Yes, because as this happens, you see... there we go. You see this guy suddenly, he looks like a human. He's wearing robes. He's got a red robe on. And he leaps out of the bushes. And he yells at you, "This is for screwing up our rides!"
All right, and I immediately turn to him and cast Ray of Frost.
Okay, first of all, we gotta roll initiative.
Roll initiative, man. Roll initiative.
All right, Carl, you won initiative, so you go first.
Sweet. Well, I will put up my mouth up to the door and say, "Someone is attacking us! Help us! Help us!"
We're gonna
And
ask
then-
for help from the thing we don't even know what it is.
Exactly.
Hey,
And then
Carl,
I
I don't
will-
know if you know this. What if that is like bugbear or something in there? All
Well,
we know
those
is
guys
big
are
and
on that
furry.
side.
He's gonna help us.
You sure
then-
about that?
And then I'm going to shoot my bow at...
You should shoot the thing lying on the ground in the back and say, "Look, they're attacking you too."
Now, keep in mind, there's a tent between you and that guy.
No, there's not.
Yeah, that's where Trilby's sleeping.
Shoot the blue
I
guy.
could shoot through Trilby.
Never stop.
Alright, well, I'll move then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There. I'll move there. And
Okay.
then I will... Then I'll shoot that guy in the face that's by George. Gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
25, natural 20.
Critical hit, baby!
Critical hit. Nice.
Woo.
And so it's 8 plus 5 damage on him.
Correct.
So that was the red guy?
Yep.
Okay, 1 second.
So 13.
That was the red guy.
Okay. Okay, so the red guy, he's so intent on Sir George that he has no idea that he can't even see you. And so, or at least he doesn't look like he can see you. And so when suddenly an arrow comes out of nowhere and strikes him right in the chest, He kind of flies backwards about 15 feet.
That's a pretty strong little crossbow you got there. Or a short bow.
And then immediately dies.
Boom!
That was a good hit.
Well, that guy's no Boromir.
That's what you get for shooting at my friend George!
It's Sir, but that's okay! I'll accept it in this case!
Takes back the friend now.
It's
So
Sir
now
Pukey.
Now it's the blue guy's turn. Sir Pukey. Now it's the blue guy's turn. He decides...
Run away!
No, he sees his friend get taken out, and he's like, "Why, you little..." And, like, gets really angry.
He starts choking him.
No, like, in the direction of the... where that arrow came. Not his friends, so...
Bring it on, little man!
So he moves to about here, and then he casts a spell. And I need let's see. So Carl, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
18.
18.
He is wise.
So it doesn't do anything. You feel like laughing for a second, but then the feeling quickly passes.
That's okay, I'll laugh anyway. Ha ha ha!
Well, there you go.
Guffaw.
Now the red guy's dead. Now the yellow guy, he tries to cast a spell as well, and I'm going to need both Carl and Magna. You don't have to make any rolls. I gotta make a roll. Carl, how many hit points do you have total?
27.
27. And Magna, how many hit points do you have total?
17.
17? Okay. So, he casts a spell. Carl, you don't feel anything, but Magna, you... actually, no, nothing happens to you either. So he just casts a pointless spell as well. These guys are real great. But, once he sees his spell doesn't take effect, he starts taking off. So, he gets to about... He's going to abandon his friend, it looks like. So he gets to about... there. Okay, Akula, it's your turn.
I'm kind of nervous about this dude in the shack, because these guys don't seem to be that much of a threat. If one is dead after one shot, one is running away, and the other one's spell didn't do so well. I'm going to kick the door again.
Okay.
But I'm pulling out my sword first, so I have my sword in my hand, ready to go just in case, but I'm going to do another strength check.
Okay.
And I did...
13?
13.
Okay. With that strength check, the door budges just enough that you could probably, like, squeeze yourself inside if you wanted to.
I'm just going to lean in and say, "Hello! Wake up! It's your new neighbors!"
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya.
All right.
Okay.
Sir George, your turn.
So I go over to the dead guy and kind of bend over so that I'm behind the bushes. And then I cast Disguise Self to make myself look like this guy. And then I stand up and I go, "Guys! I'm actually fine! I don't think that these guys are the ones who got rid of the wagons."
Okay, alright. So, in order to fool someone, they have to make a...
Or deception.
Investigation. No, you don't have to roll anything. They have to make some rolls. So I've got to make these guys make some rolls real quick.
Usually it's like a perception.
Yeah, it says investigation.
Ooh.
So...
Fancy.
So the dead guy's that one. Okay. So I'm just going to make those rolls real quick. Okay. Alright, so that's happened. Alright, Magna, it's your turn.
Invisibility, is that something I can cast on myself? It says
Yes.
a creature you touch. Okay. So
You can
Magnus
touch
said,
yourself, but you know.
I know. Magnus says, I just wanted to use the bathroom, and casts this on herself. Oh, I should have cast that.
Now, is the pee invisible, or is it just going to look like that there's like a ghost taking a leak in the middle of this clearing?
I'll leave that up to your imagination.
Yeah.
So she goes invisible.
Okay. Alright, so now it is the thing in the shack's turn. So Akula.
Yeah.
So you stick your face into this thing and you yell,
Hello! It's your neighbors.
and suddenly you hear something moving up to the door really quickly. So give me a dexterity save.
Oh, good. I'm okay at those.
Okay.
13?
Okay. So you barely move out of the way as the door goes flying off its hinges, and suddenly you see this thing.
And you see one of these!
Bet you weren't expecting this.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going. So for sake of the podcast, I will describe this thing. But you guys
Looks like an owlbear. An owlbear!
Jeez, I was right.
Oh, can't you read? It's a giant bird creature.
Yeah. Scary.
Yeah, he said owlbear. Same thing.
Yeah. So what's your AC?
He can't hit me. I am great. Not gonna be taken down.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, you win the battle automatically.
I'm just
Huzzah!
fine.
It's 18.
18. Okay. So this thing, and yes, it is an owl bear. It's basically something the size of a bear, but has an owl head and kind of has wing hands. Like, it's got like bear claws, but they've got like wings along its arms.
Wing hands they combine those words, so it's actually wands. It has wands.
Wands. So it's hard to tell whether it's got fur or feathers, but it looks real vicious, and it's got sharp talons.
It's got furthers.
And so it comes at you with its beak and snaps at you.
Hey, I was just kidding about the neighbors. We're going to move to a nicer area, closer to the schools for the kids. It's for the kids.
Okay, but it misses with its beak, but then it also slashes with its claws. It's claws for alarm.
It's like a frumious Bandersnatch. Yeah.
Thank you.
We roll to see if the rest of the bar claps at that joke.
The bars, they still throw copper pieces at you, but they're aiming for your head.
All right. Yeah. Well, it misses you with its claws as well.
Wow.
So it's
Not a very coordinated owlbear.
Well, no, it's that Akula has an AC of 18. That really does help.
Also, just woke up for
Can't touch this.
hibernation, so it's a little drowsy.
Trilby is sleeping, so whatever. Carl, it's now your turn.
All right, I quickly throw on my cloak of many colors as my free action, and then I am like, "Holy cow! That's a big, ugly bird!" There's also a monster next to Akula,
Wait.
and I shoot it
Hold on.
with my bow.
Okay.
And since it's within melee combat of Akula, I have advantage.
Oh, look at you.
And I can use my sneak attack.
That's not just a melee attack? That's cool.
Yeah, I can
Very
use it
cool.
with my bow too. Ready,
Yeah,
set,
fifth edition makes
and-
sneak attack real powerful.
go. Oh, I
Ugh.
shoot a 9.
You roll a 9,
Roll a 9.
which yeah, that shot goes wide and sticks in the side of the shack.
Dang. Alright, that's my turn.
So
Is he still running?
the blue guy wasn't running in the first place. And it's his
Oh, I
turn
thought it was the
now.
green guys.
Right.
Oh no, it's the blue guy first. He yells back at Sir George. Thought you were down. It's good to see you're still kicking.
Yeah, ain't no arrow gonna get me down.
And then he can't.
How about we just go back to the tavern and leave these fine folks alone? I'll meet you there.
Not a chance! You heard what these jerks did. You're the one who wanted us to kill him in the first place.
Well, I come up with crazy ideas when I'm drunk.
I go
Remember that
in
time
and out of
I thought it was a
accents.
great idea to go take a swim in the river?
Well, when it's your turn, you can make a bluff check and see if that works. But for now, this guy is going to do something. So he is going to... let's see.
He's going to
Did that
shoot
pop
Axe
up?
Cup. No.
Oh,
What?
good. No, good. That popped up in mine.
Okay.
So he stretches forth his hand, and a dart of flame shoots out of it, straight at Carl.
Bring
Well,
it.
not straight at Carl so much as about 5 feet to the left of Carl. It lands in a tree, and the tree starts smoldering a little bit.
Man, these guys can't aim very well.
Would
Wait,
the
these
tree...
gnomes- These gnomes are back?
They're not gnomes. They look like humans.
Oh.
That guy's dead. Let's see.
Yeah, he is.
Is this the tree right here?
It's the tree right... no, it's the tree up here-ish.
Does that mean we can see it better because it's on fire?
It's just smoldering. It hasn't actually caught flame yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
This guy decides to cast a spell.
Turn undead.
Turn undead. No, so his spell, he creates 3 glowing darts of magical force. And those all streak at Carl, and they actually do hit.
Yeah, magic missile.
Magic missile. Right into the darkness.
Ouch. Alright, what do I take?
You take 12 points. That was
Ouch.
that was a lot. That was a high roll for him.
Dang.
Ouch. That hurts. A lot.
So, yeah.
You see how my guy has a health bar? Did you guys notice that on my character?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Isn't Carl invisible? Or when did he stop being invisible?
No, I became uninvisible when I attacked.
Oh,
he shot a
it's one of
crossbow that
those.
made him not invisible.
I forget that it does. Okay.
Okay,
Like in
and,
Skyrim.
And he after he casts magic missile, he backs away probably about 10 feet because he sees an owl bear back there and he doesn't want to deal with it.
Oh, great.
Speaking of which, Akula, it's your turn.
Okay. Now, is he still inside, or did he burst through the door?
No, he burst through the door, so he's like right outside the door, like right outside the threshold. But so if you wanted to get around him, you'd have to make an acrobatics roll.
No, I'm just gonna take him out because
Okay,
why bring the fighter and
right.
So I'm gonna hit him with my longsword.
Okay.
25.
Ooh,
Nice. With 9 damage.
9 damage. That is a hit. So,
Good job, man.
Well done.
Ha-cha!
So you hit him, and he's like, "Whoo!" Because owl.
Wait, what is he like?
Whoo!
Oh, there we go.
I was trying to do a growl, but then I realized he was an owl bear, so it'd be like, "Whoo, whoo, whoo!"
So I just answer him back. Me. It was me. You
Are
tell
you gonna
me.
move, or is that? Or
You
gonna
tell
move, or is
me
that
how
your
many
turn?
licks does it take to get to center of Tootsie Pop, Big Owl?
Nice.
That was a
right.
poisonous hit.
So if you're not moving, then it
No,
is
I'm gonna
George's
keep him.
turn.
I want to keep him engaged with me, so he doesn't go and mess up everybody else who's peeing invisibly or whatever else they're screwing around and doing.
Gotcha. Okay, Sir George, your turn.
So, first of all, I shout at the blue and yellow guy. Guys, I don't think that we can take one of them owl bears. If you remember what happened to my cousin Jebediah,
When did he get?
he got
Okay,
mauled by one of them pretty bad.
when did he become a redneck?
I don't know, but give me a what is
Deception.
deception? Give me a deception roll.
Nice.
17.
17. Okay. The other two guys start looking nervous.
I say that you two just haul on out of here. I think that these folk are actually nice. I don't think that they're the ones who were there in tutorial. And I'll take care of things over here on my side. I'll help them out. You know, I gotta heal that dwarf guy that you hurt. Yeah, that's right. You hurt him. How dare you? You didn't know that he was that guy.
Okay, you're going to have to make another deception roll, and this difficulty check's a little higher. Because that was a lot you just said.
I see, there it is. I see.
By the way, okay. Yeah, 1 second. Let me, make some rolls real quick. Okay. Yeah, the blue guy's like, why the sudden change of heart? Wait, you don't, are you sure that you're, oh, what was his name? I give him a name.
Greg.
I don't think you said anything yet, did you?
No, I gave him I haven't told you guys his name.
Oh, then
are you
you
sure
roll
that
like
you're E-Bub Brokoof?
Ooh-goo magoof boo?
That was the name of the game. It was a random name generator. I'm sorry.
I bet you he's not even sure that's his name.
Are you sure that you're E-Bub up there? You look a little different.
Well, I think I did get hurt a little bit by that arrow, but I'm more hurt by your unkind words.
Knock my accent clean out of my head.
How dare you?
I just see George holding up the head of the Great Stone Dragon. Did I mention that was the Great Stone Dragon?
Second move on reference. Very nice.
That was a shot through the heart.
Literally.
Are you being, what's his name from Gravity Falls? Because that's what you're reminding me of. Gideon, yeah.
Right.
That's what you're making me think.
My
Gideon
revenge
playing
will
the
be
part
swift!
of
All right, are you doing anything this turn, or are you just yelling the whole time?
I'm seeing how things will go.
All right.
And that will decide.
All right.
Like I'm kind of gauging how they're reacting. And
Okay. Well, it is now Magnus' turn then. She's invisible.
Well, I'm not. Okay. Well, I'm not done.
Well, don't worry.
Necessarily.
You'll get a chance to finish that
Yeah,
conversation.
you're
once it
basically
comes to their
holding
turn.
your action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold my action.
Okay.
You
That
get to
sounds like
shovel
a good
that
idea.
out over several turns of BS.
Yeah, since you're holding an action, that means that basically when you take your action, we'll move your initiative to that point in the order. But you can take it whenever you want until it's your next turn. So, anyway, it's
All right, and then I shout out at Carl, "Hey, dwarf guy, you might want to come here a little bit closer." Just saying.
Okay, but he totally looks like the guy I just shot, right?
well, Carl, make an investigation check. See if you see through his disguise.
Oh yeah, I
19,
totally do.
Yeah, you totally know it's
Yeah.
him. All right, well, it's Magnus' turn though.
Right. Well, Magnus done using the little lady's outhouse, and since she was invisible, I'm not going to describe where or what happened.
Well, you can do that in 6 seconds. That's pretty quick.
She's a wizard. A wizard. Anyway.
I get it.
So, and she's like, she's deciding, things are happening on either side. I could put that thing back to sleep, maybe, or perhaps, I don't like these jerks who are showing up.
So you're casting sleep at a level 2 slot or a level 1 slot?
Level 2, right? What's the advantage?
Yeah. Well, that takes up one of your level 2 spell slots, which is fine. Just the description. Because if you cast as a level 2 spell,
It's
that
right
means...
here in my, I can just copy and paste it.
Oh, roll an additional 2d8. So roll 7d8 for me, please.
That's a lot of D8.
Dang.
That's... Yeah, it is. And you're casting it at where? At the guys or at the owlbear?
I'm going to cast it at the jerks over... Oh, that's the wrong button. I meant to
The two guys down there? Okay.
use the ruler tool. So here, about in the middle of them, it's in a 20-foot radius, so it should catch them. 78 dice.
Alright. 78 dice! That's
Any
a
plus?
lot.
Any bonuses on that?
No, just 78.
32.
Okay, 32. With that roll, Both of these dudes immediately fall asleep.
Excellent.
Nice.
Thanks for that. I was tired of that accent. I didn't even know if I was
did
getting
something.
it right.
It's interesting how sleep magic affects some creatures and doesn't others.
Bear! I just start yelling, bear! Owl bear! Just
Also, I
screaming.
don't... Do I have to be concentrated? Am I still invisible? Or would that pull me out of my invisibility?
Casting a spell pulls you out of your invisibility, so you are now visible.
Okay.
Speaking of Bear, it's Bear's turn to attack you, and it does so. Here it goes.
See, I was going to make him go back into hibernation, but I kind of didn't want to get a Kula.
Right.
I mean, Magna did, but, you know.
Thanks, man.
Okay, so let's see.
18 armor class. Do your worst.
Right. Okay, so it comes at you with its beak again, and it kind of catches you on the side and pokes you, and you take 7 damage.
I am not Tootsie Pop.
Now,
How many licks? Kapow!
And then it also, while it beaks you, after it beaks you, it rakes you with its claws too.
Ugh.
Thanks, beacon and raking.
It's beaking and raking. And it gets you with its claws as well.
Oh,
so
crap.
that's going to be fun.
Fun for who,
let's see.
Jeff?
For the owl bear, I imagine. And it does, holy crap, it does 19 damage.
Whoa.
Okay.
Are you up?
What? Yeah? I mean, I'm down to 4.
Yeah, so, that thing's kind of vicious, just so you know.
No kidding.
It's the
Okay.
first time I run into an owl bear.
And maybe the last.
Yeah, there you go.
So, anyway.
So, because I held my action,
Okay.
can I now just move 60 feet?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
And I will change your thing to... So, you just run 60 feet? Alright, it is now Carl's turn.
Okay. Heck, man, I'd shoot the bear
Yeah.
and shoot
Alright.
it again.
Run
Shoot
towards
it.
my screams of getting hacked to bits with claws.
15 or a 22 because I have advantage.
Okay, a 22 and...
7 damage.
Alright, you, after seeing Akula get raked, you pull out that bow and let her fly. And you strike that thing, like, right in the shoulder, and it's like, whoo! Whoo, whoo, whoo!
Ooh, that doesn't feel good.
Whoo, boy!
And I rolled a 2. I rolled 2 1s on 2 6-sided dice for my sneak attack.
So just, plus 2 for the sneak attack damage?
Well, it's the 7 total, but I'm just like, that still stinks, though.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Those guys are sleeping. Akula, what are you gonna do?
Wet myself and cry.
And just
Those are free
attack,
actions,
man. Just
right?
go for it.
Maybe
Yeah, I
should've
got
put
to.
you
I
two
got to.
sleep.
How about you get away from there?
With one hand, I give Sir George the finger. The other one, I use my longsword. Boom!
Does Escape in the 5th
16
edition
slashing
give us,
damage.
Oh, sorry.
Natural 20.
So you slash into this thing, and it's like, hoo, 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 hoo. I'm sorry, I turned to Mickey Mouse there. That's not what it does. But it's starting to look pretty beat up. You got him pretty good, but he's still up, and he's mad now. I mean, you guys woke him up, and now you're stabbing him. He doesn't look happy.
Oh,
Are you
I'm not
gonna
worried.
move?
I'm
Are
not
you gonna
worried
move?
because Magna's turn is coming up, and surely Magna will save me. Yeah, I'm getting the heck out of there.
All right.
Hey! I put to sleep those other 2 jerks.
So here's the thing. You can only move 5 feet unless you want the birds to do an attack of opportunity on you.
Fine, then I will move.
Hey, you guys,
Look at me.
look up here.
Here, I'll just move slightly further away from him, I guess.
Okay. That guy's asleep. Magna, it's your turn.
Okay.
That's how
Here,
we do
she's
it.
gonna do what she normally does. Here.
Okay. Which is run into the owlbear, apparently.
No, you
Oh.
gungus gamulgungus. I don't even know if those are words that I just said.
Nope.
She's gonna do this. Poof!
A fog cloud! Creates a 20-foot radius of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners. Its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration until a wind disperses it. Its duration is up to 1 hour as long as she concentrates.
Cool.
Now I have to look up what heavily obscured means. I mean, I know what it means, but like in the context of the game.
It means you can't kill Russian fighters.
Oh,
It's a very specific
that's literally
rule.
exactly what it says.
It's
Can't kill
oddly
Russian-
specific.
Each of these boxes is 5 each, right?
Yeah.
Right, heavily obscured areas such as darkness, fog, whatever, blocks vision entirely, and a creature effectively suffers from the blinded condition when trying to see something in that area. Okay, so basically this thing is blinded.
Yay!
Attack rolls against a creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Okay. So anything within the fog has disadvantage on attack rolls.
And let's say I did the cloud so that it didn't get, what's his name in there?
Me?
Yeah.
Akula?
Akula Matata.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's his turn, the owlbear, and
I don't
gotta
even
look
know
up
if this radius is
No, it's fine. I gotta look up something.
a radius.
Okay.
Might be a diameter.
How tall is it?
The owlbear,
No, well, yes, but also the fog cloud.
it's 20-foot radius, so it's 20 feet up too.
Okay, cool.
Poof! So a giant.
I mean, I'm guessing that he could fly because he's part owl.
yeah, but he's blinded. He doesn't know which way's up. He doesn't know.
I hope not.
If somebody wants to give me a nature roll, I can tell you whether they can fly or not.
That amount of weight.
I rolled a 4 on nature.
You have no idea if this thing
His
can
big
fly or
bear. His big scary bear.
Okay. Anybody else want to try a nature roll? Sir George
rolled a
got
9.
Got a 9. You look at the bear and you're like, I don't know if they can fly, but it looks pretty heavy. Carl, this thing has no wings. It's not going to fly. You can tell with that nature roll.
I
And
mean-
Magna, you really know. That's why you cast the spell, I imagine.
Right.
So anyway, it's the owlbear's turn. What it's going to do is not fly. It's kind of mad at this point, but it's going to come and attack Akula again. But since it's inside the fog,
He can't
that
see
gives
me.
it disadvantage. So,
Well, it's been nice knowing everyone.
so it goes at you with its beak, and it barely misses. You just see this beak
Bear.
like come out of the fog and like snap at you.
Thank you, Magna, for making this thing scarier.
Now it's all dark and mysterious.
But then suddenly you see claws rake out of the fog as well.
Ah!
But still nothing contacts you.
Phew.
You see, my dear, always trust in Magna.
Yes.
All right, Sir George, you're up.
Always.
Alright, so I am going to go right up next to Akula,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to hand him, I have a potion of giant strength, and I assume that just handing that to him, it would be a free action. And so, what this does, and this is a frost giant, so it changes your strength score to 23 for 1 hour.
Nice.
But why don't you heal him?
Well, I'm going to do that too. I still have my action.
Oh, okay.
So you like football it to him as you're running up? You're like, "Ugh."
Yep.
But
Yep,
it's
there
more of
you
a
go.
sideways rugby toss. He like has to spin it.
Trust me on this one. And then I cast Healing Word. Well, actually, Prayer of Healing.
Okay, what do you roll for that? I don't know.
I think you just would click on the spell, right?
Oh, you get healed for 3.
Oh wow, that
Oh.
that really was not as much as I was hoping. Sorry.
Thanks.
But it looks like, is that a 30-foot radius, or is that just within 30 feet?
Yeah, that's a.
Don't you have like cure light wounds or cure medium wounds or?
No, I have Healing Word and I have
Cure medium
Prayer of
rare
Healing.
wounds.
What you're
Oh wait, no, Prayer of Healing. Let me see.
up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see
Okay.
within range. So you can also
Don't.
heal Carl 3 with
Yeah.
that.
Okay, I was
Sure.
gonna say, don't
Actually-
choose to heal the bear.
So you two go up 3 hit points.
Just heal the bear, round it out. You know, everybody needs healing today.
It says of his choice, unless he chooses to heal the bear.
Please don't.
All right, Carl, you're up.
14 to hit.
Okay, and you... Oh, you have advantage anyway.
Yep.
14. Let me... Hold on, now I gotta look up the stats again, because I keep forgetting what his AC is. Okay, so with a 14, your arrow flies into the fog cloud. And you hear... Coming from the fog cloud... Woo!
Oh boy!
So did I hit it?
It
You don't
sounded
know,
like
just-
pain. It sounded like pain, so you think maybe.
Okay.
But it's a fog cloud, so you don't really know.
Well, if I hit it, I did 14 damage.
Alright. Alright, those two guys are sleeping. Kula, you're up.
Kill her!
I have advantage if I'm attacking her, right?
Yeah, you do.
Alright, let's see if I can finish it off with the longsword again.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
26 and 6
Nice.
points of slashing.
6 slashing.
So you stab into the fog cloud, and boy, do you hear an angry who. All the who's in Whoville are... Sorry.
They all said boo-hoo.
They all said, boo-hoo! And you hear an angry screech, basically.
You don't hear
It's
a
like if
loud
there's danger,
thump
Kula,
after that?
hoot twice like a screech owl.
You don't hear a loud thump. You hear an angry screech, though.
Dang it.
Magna, you're up.
How's it going over there, dear? Everything okay?
No, everything is bad. Very bad. There's Owl, not a very much alive Owl. Any kind of magical assistance would be great. Wait, can I move?
It's not your turn.
It
Owl,
was.
I thought that was a bear.
Oh, you mean because of... Yeah. Sorry, it was your turn. Yeah, you can go ahead and move, because he's obscured, so he's not going to get an attack of opportunity against him.
Run
Come
away!
closer to Magna if you want help, my dear.
Hang on. Sorry,
You can only move 30 feet, because you did
Yeah.
attack.
I'm for it. Bravely ran away.
Let's hurry and kill this owlbear. Carl needs to go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, Magna, now go.
You'll thank me for this later, my dear. Or possibly now, whichever.
The
Get
suspense
to
is
it.
scaring me. Oh!
Oh, you heal for 5 hit points.
Sure, you had to show me up.
Well, maybe if
Yeah,
you...
when you've been alive as long as I have, you learn a few tricks.
Hey, I know that you teed up that joke for me, but I'm not going to make fun of you right now.
Well played! Are you moving at all?
I moved 5 feet. I guess I did a 5-foot slide.
Okay, that's fine then.
I could move
All
farther
right.
away from the bear, maybe.
No, you're good. You already moved.
But whatever.
So this bear, this owl bear, comes charging out of this fog cloud. It doesn't get very far because it sees Sir George,
Hi.
and it's so mad that it's just going for whatever's nearby. But it looks really beat up, guys. Like super, like blood's gushing out everywhere, and its claws are like, and it's kind of like hobbling over to the side. But it is a mad little bear.
He's not
So-
Little Bear.
All right, it beaks Sir George and gets him for 9 damage.
Ow.
Ow.
Snaps at him.
Are you sure that you got above 13?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh, he sure did. He rolled a natural 19, if you want to know. But
Ouch.
and I won't tell you what the modifiers are. But then he also goes after you with his claws.
Okay.
Those are the ones that really hurt. In
Bring
my
it on.
experience.
He slashes at you, but he barely misses. Because his claws are kind of like his arms aren't doing too hot, so he's like, "Rawr!" But he got like within like a millimeter of your nose, so it's a little frightening. Anyway, it's now your turn, Sir George.
All right. Well, I look at this thing and
Run away!
If you do run away, you get some attack of opportunity because he's now out of the fog.
I'm not going to run away. I'm going to hit him with my Morning Star.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see if we can finish this guy off. Since you woke him up from his nap like a jerk. 24
24
for 7 damage.
Nice. So Sir George takes out his Morning Star. He's whipping it around. This is the ball with the chain, right? Or
Yeah.
his Morning Star did. Okay. He's whipping it around, and he crunches it right in the back of the owlbear, and the owlbear drops. 7 damage was enough. That thing is dead.
Huzzah!
Now you're still in initiative because there's 2 guys sleeping. So, and they've got about 45 seconds before they're going to wake up.
Well,
so Carl,
let's
it's your turn.
Carl goes and ties both of them up.
All right, that takes 45 seconds. They're tied up.
Sweet.
We're now out of initiative.
That's a guy's a quick hog tire.
It's a new state record.
Actually, give me a what roll would that be?
Proficiency,
Yeah.
some kind of...
Let's see. Give me a
sleight of hand, probably.
No, well, you're not trying to steal from them.
Like,
I would
sleight of
survival.
hand.
He is.
Because of
Okay.
time knots.
Dexterity?
I'll give you a sleight of hand. Go ahead and try it.
14.
Yeah, it's good enough to tie them up. They're not like super tight bonds, but they're tied up.
Right.
Okay, and while they're tied up, I go and I get their dead comrade and bring it over to them.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, George has a dark side.
So after you tie them up, very quickly after you tie them up, they start coming around and they're kind of groggy, and they see Carl kind of leaning over them, and they get kind of this frightened look, and then they look over to the dead comrade and they get a really frightened look. And
There was no cousin Jebediah, you idiots!
It was me!
The guy was dead! You saw an arrow go through his chest. I was pretending that I was him. I had no arrow in my chest. How dumb are you people?
I switched glasses when your back was turned. That's what's so funny!
And so the blue guy looks over at the green guy, and he's like, I told you! And the green guy's like, I couldn't see, it was dark! And then the green guy turns to Carl and is like, please don't kill us! Please don't kill us!
I smack him. You will talk only when you're spoken and asked a specific question. Smack him again.
Okay,
Until I can figure a way to finish that sentence.
give me 2 unarmed strength checks and add your weapon proficiency, which is,
What?
I think, 2.
I don't
Yeah.
need to roll to attack a tied up person.
No. You're just giving me strength checks.
He wants to make sure
Don't
you're
worry.
not
This
killing
is for a purpose.
Oh, okay. Well, strength 12
12
and 7.
and 7. Okay.
I hit them ever so softly.
Okay. Roll 2d4 for me.
If anything,
Okay.
you gently caress them and it makes them feel better.
Right?
Okay. The guy you hit him so hard he falls unconscious.
Oh.
Great.
I don't know. I don't know my own strength.
Shouldn't we all be standing around these guys and move our tokens?
Sure. I mean, we're out of initiative. You can move your tokens wherever.
Let's talk to these guys a little bit before we knock them unconscious.
Well, the green one's out for the count, but the blue one's was shocked into silence now.
Okay, well, I have one more trick up my sleeve, guys. And I cast... Because I want to get some information out of these guys. And so
There we
I
go.
cast Zone of Truth.
Zone of Truth. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point with your choice within range. Till the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. Thank you for the charisma save.
I just want to make sure I can.
Yeah,
still
I'm going away. I'm going back to the fire.
An affected creature is aware of the spell and thus can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such creatures being evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. Okay, so...
I'm like, Truth and I have, actually, I don't tell lies. I'm going to go by the fire, guys.
By the way, Akula, you did save with an 18.
Yeah, I wanted to keep lying.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
start lying.
So the guy looks sharply up at Sir George, and then, but he doesn't say anything.
All right. Okay. Now listen to me. I know I did some kind of mean things thinking that your dead friend was actually alive and whatnot, but to be fair, he was attacking me with my back turned. I mean, what kind of jerk move is that? But here is the most important thing. 2 questions. Number 1, have you heard of Orcsbane Arena? And number 2, how do they pay? Like, is it a good living?
I shove Sir George.
I
shove Sir George out of the way, and I look at the guy bound and tied up, and I say, "How do you know us? Who are you?"
Well, to answer the scary-looking cleric guy first, I've heard of it. It's to the south. I'm out of character. I'm not the GM. I don't know what information that the average person would have about this arena.
Well, you
not
can give some of the general information that I did already give you, but don't go in depth about it.
Okay, it's an arena. There's fighters. They fight for money, I think, and there's usually a lot of people. But I've only been there once, and there's only humans down there. It's kind of strange. And every so often they close. Like, I tried to get there on a Friday, and the door was closed, and so we had to wait till Saturday. But I mean, that was a while ago. We haven't been down that way for a while, so I don't know.
So the pay. That's the important question. The pay.
Oh, I don't know. I was just in the audience. I imagine it's probably pretty good, though, because there are lots of great fighters.
Well, you're worthless. And then then Sir George just starts walking away a little bit.
I ask question, who are you?
Look, we don't want any trouble. Look, all we had... we don't want any trouble. We don't want any trouble. Well, we don't now. We came to tutorial to get those wagons, but then something happened to them, and they stopped working right. And we heard that you were the one who did that. And so maybe we got a little drunk. Some guy bought us a lot of drinks at the bar.
Who is this guy?
I'm not sure who it was. The bartender was just saying, like, drinks around... Somebody said drinks around the house, and I didn't see who it was. And it was somebody at the bar, but then everyone got really drunk, and before I knew it, we were up in our room with my 2 friends, and we were like, you know, we can take those 2 guys. Because, you know, we've been training a little bit. We're wizards, you know. I went to a wizarding school. Did you know... I can do magic. Did you know that? I'm so proud of it. They say I'm level 1. I don't know what that means.
I turn back around. Okay, so how much did this guy pay you to come after us? Did he pay you? And what was it? Good pay? Like, I kind of want to know what our bounties are worth. You know, just for future information, for whatever.
Well,
Hey, Sir George, you know, not everything is about money. Sometimes it's about sending message, and I kick the guy in the head.
No, he was in the clergy, darling. It is all about money.
Roll me a strength check for that kick.
Oh, jeez. 19.
19? All right. Roll 1d4 for me. Or actually, roll 1d6 for me.
1.
Okay. So you kick him, and he's like, bonk, and he's like, ow!
Good. That's exactly what I intended to do. I was really worried I was going to kill him.
And it kind of shocks him into silence, and then after a second he's like, look, nobody sent us, we just got really drunk and we wanted to take it out on you guys. I mean, we were just really toasted, and we thought we could take you because we knew magic, you know, and Eboob. Wait, hold on, I got to pull up his name.
Oogoo Magoo, I told you.
Eboob Brokoof was he kept egging us on, and my other friend Tobroila Isaivu. That's that guy you knocked out over there. He didn't want to do it, but you know, he's such a good leader. At least he was until you killed him.
He's just
I don't
asleep.
want any trouble.
I yell from the fire. My bad.
Yeah, you know, he was such a good leader. He goes, hey,
Listen.
why don't we go and attack these people that apparently destroyed an entire city and an empire, and, you know, we'll do okay against them. I'll get killed, you know, in one shot, but hey, let's go and attack them anyway. And you didn't even get paid to do it, you idiot!
Look, I'll give you everything I've got if you'll just let us go, please.
Okay, but I also get to
listening.
shave your head. And you leave your pants.
Well, he's wearing a robe. You're not sure if there's pants on under there.
That is not my problem.
He's like,
I look over my shoulder at Carl and I just give him a little,
I give him a thumbs up. And then Handy climbs on my shoulder and gives a thumbs up.
Nice.
Magna prepares prestidigitation for fig leaves.
all right. He's like,
I think that's a worthy punishment. Make him walk back to town naked.
And shaved. I'm shaving his head and any facial hair.
okay, so what this guy has on him? He's got a robe, his magical robe. He's got a dagger. It doesn't look like a great dagger. It looks like a pretty
great
shoddily made.
sword.
But it does have his name written on the side, which is. Let me actually paste his name into chat so you can see the terrible spelling.
Where did you get these names?
Roll20 came up with them. So the dagger says this on the side. To Broila Esaivu.
You have...
And he's also got about 15 gold, and he's got 2 bottles of mead and 4 empty bottles of mead.
So
I just
I
did
throw the
an
money to...
investigation check because I'm looking
Magnus
at...
going to take the mead if that's okay.
I'm looking at Eboob's belongings.
Oh, the red guy?
Yeah.
He also has a robe, and he also has a dagger with his name on the side. Let me pull that up for you. So,
Is this supposed to be some kind of pig Latin? Like it's a clue? We need to combine their ridiculous
So
names.
we strip down these
maybe.
guys and send them on their way, and then
Hey, we
get some
also
meat.
shave them.
okay, so these guys. And he has about 20 gold. He has 6 empty bottles of mead. None of them have any mead left in them.
Magna takes the gold also for what was taken from her earlier.
You don't know that it's gone.
She realized
hey,
afterwards.
Jeff, how old is the one wizard who's still awake?
Once she sobered up in quotation marks.
And the
The one wizard who's still awake, how old is he?
he looks really young, like maybe 17.
Okay. I'm gonna shave his head so it's like really bad, like a bald, like an old man pattern, right? So like nothing on the top and stuff on the bottom. The swim team in my high school, they all all the new guys on the team would first dye their hair yellow and then they would shave it off in really crazy patterns, sometimes mohawks, but one of them shaved it off so he had old man head, bald on top and then just the sides and everything. So that's what I'm
Like
giving this
Jean-Luc
guy.
Picard.
Yes, I'm giving him the Jean-Luc Picard. Only
Like a monk.
it doesn't look classy or refined or like he's holding wisdom. He looks like a turd.
Right.
Okay, and the third guy's named Quaynakle Linko, and that's what his dagger says.
Nice.
And
he-
so by the way, I rolled a strength check to pull the arrow out of Eboob's body.
Okay, with a roll of 9, you pull it out, but the arrowhead gets stuck.
Yeah. Oh well.
So you pull.
And
These
I
names
go
are like Welsh.
and I go and I drop it at who's the weight guy?
The white guy is Tubroila, is Saivu.
So I drop it at Tubroila's Saivu's feet, and I go, look, here's the thing. I'm a cleric, so that means I'm supposed to try to convert you or whatnot. Here's what I'm going to convert you to. Stop attacking people that you don't know, you idiot. I'm going to teach you reason. This is what happens. And I start shaking the arrow at him. This is what happens.
Hello?
Look what you made me do!
You get no argument out of me. You've got all my clothes. You've shaved my head. He's still knocked out.
Look.
Listen.
And then I pull out a little scroll and I write a note here. And I hand it to him. I'm like, there's information for my organization. I expect 20 gold a week, or else I will find you. And I will know that you are not being faithful. And you will
20
not
gold
like
a week? These peasants probably make a gold in a year. Jeez.
Give me Sir George, give me an intimidation roll for that.
20 gold. They'd be lucky to see that in their whole life.
8.
8.
He squeaks a couple times when he's yelling at him.
You're giving gold.
I can't. That's 20 gold. I've never seen 20 gold.
Hey, Sir George, why don't you tell him to make like a tree and get out of here?
Fine, just leave then. What?
Magna says, it's leave, and she does a prestidigitation of the fig leaves.
Nice.
All right, so the guy still tied with his hands behind him starts running off.
Oh. Dude, that's my rope!
Well,
Here, Magna gives him 5 gold from the gold she took, the 20 gold.
and you got the other guy's still knocked out, but so you can do with him what you want.
I'm gonna walk over to Trilby's tent and poke my head in. Hey, thanks for all your great help back there. We couldn't have done it without you.
You hear a loud snore.
Nice. Alright.
Wait, guys, this will be hilarious. I go to the dead bugbear. Can I cut off its head?
Ew.
The owl bear?
The owl
Yeah,
bear.
you can try.
Okay.
You can give it a shot.
Strength check.
Yeah, what are you cutting with?
16. I'm cutting it with one of the daggers. I'm cutting it with Eboob's dagger.
Jeez.
Boob's dagger. Okay, it takes a little while to get through all the gristle, but you get the head off.
Okay, and then
It's
then I go and I put it in Trilby's tent right next to his head. You know, Godfather
Oh my
style.
goodness.
Wait! If this is the Godfather, doesn't that mean that, I don't know, like, Trilby was very attached to that owlbear? Where did this owlbear even come from? Was it from the wild? Was that the reason why Trilby was asleep? These conspiracy theories and more next time on 1D10, the show!